You're joking. Not another one?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of Comic Airwaves. I hope you're doing well. My name is Scott, and this is...
my name is Philip.
This is Philip.
Hello.
Here he is. How you doing? Well, his name here is Restore the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
We'll
something I really, truly believe in. Yeah.
We'll talk about that later on. But thank you for joining. Quite a few people in here already. Let's go ahead and see who is here. So first of all, we got Sam Taylor jumping in. Oh, nothing's coming up. Nothing's showing. Okay, we'll sort that out later on. We got Sam Taylor coming in. We got Dawn of Comics. How you doing, Shane? Firehawk, hello. Who else? Comic Bound. Even here we go. I think they're coming in now. Here we go. Evening all. Kelly is in. She is saying good evening. I think I am having technical internet difficulties. Next up, we've got Liam Cartwright. He's jumping in saying hello, everyone.
Hi, Liam. Oh. No. Have we lost Scott or have we lost me? Someone comment. Let me know. Man. What's going on? I think I'm live. Am I live? Ah, great. Apparently I'm live. So,
Hello.
Don't do that to me again. I had no idea
what happened? I'm so sorry. Honestly, my internet just went. It just died. I'm sorry. But I am back and hopefully without any more blips. So let me know. Do let me know in the comments if you see any more blips here or there. But who else do we have here? My internet is still really bad. So we've got Luke Jones is in here. How you doing, mate? Beth, hi. Hey, Phyllis and Scott. She says that there.
Oh, for goodness sake.
The internet's still going. It's going on and off. I don't know what's going on. I'm having a lot of issues. I might have to... Go on.
The weird thing is, where I am at the minute, I've been battered by wind and rain all day, and usually when that happens, my internet plays up. But it seems to be, not me.
I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Right, okay. I think we're doing okay. Let's see. I think that's everyone. Tottenham Gaming is here. The show has turned into Comic Phil Waves. Yes, we've already had that technical glitch there. Right, I think that's it. I think we've got everyone. That's the current show jitters gone. That's fine. We've had our mistake, and everything else is going to go smoothly. But I want to let you know that Comic Airwaves is the community-driven show made for everyone who is watching. So you guys call the shots, and we will make sure to do anything we can just for you. This is your show, and we aim to make it the best show ever. Yes. Oh, yes. It's that really powerful Welsh internet. Definitely.
I like Shane's comment. I mean, I do love a good Phil pun,
What do you mean? Sorry.
I've lost it. Where is it? Lost it. It was funny.
That's okay.
Phil in the dead air is what he said.
Yes. Jeez, we can have so many features just with the name Phil. That's all we can have. Okay, so right now that we've done the very awkward internet rubbish introduction, we're going to go on now to show you guys what's coming up on the show, and I'm telling you now, it's a bloody doozy. So let's get on with it.
Yeah.
So first up, we have got the answer part 1, where everyone has sent us in their answers. Ask Auntie Phil is always a good feature to get involved with. News and weather. And then we've got the answer part 2 coming after that. And then coming after this little section, then we've got our book of the month with our interview with our special guest, Tony Parker. And then we've got the answer part 3. And we've got a new game for you again called Higher or Lower. And then at the very end, we're going to be doing the community schedule just to be involved with everyone. How does that sound?
That sounds delightful.
Sounds pretty great. So yeah, there's loads of things to be looking forward to in this show today. We've got the interview and a chat with Tony Parker later on, and we'll be playing a little game with him. We've got the giveaway coming up. We had 17 entries to the giveaway, so stay tuned. If you did enter for that, stay tuned, and you might win one of these wonderful blue jiffies. We've got a bunch of comics in them, and they could be all yours just for free. And then, so yeah, and we're going to be also in this episode, we're going to be going for our goal of activating the next giveaway, which needs 40 likes on this video. It doesn't have to be tonight, as long as it's within the month period between this video and the next episode, then I will activate the giveaway as soon as this video hits 40 likes. So smash the like button, and I've always wanted to say that. I've never said that on any of my videos. Smash the like button. Yeah, and then we will activate the next giveaway. It'll pretty much be the same format.
What I've always wanted to say is ring that little dingly bell.
Ring that little dingly bell.
Just for giggles, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and so we've got Ask Auntie Phil coming up really soon. So if you want to ask Auntie Phil a question, make sure to start your comment with the word auntie or auntie, and auntie, and we will get that question in for Phil. And for the game Higher or Lower, if you want to get involved, do make sure to remember that is audio only. Okay, so if you want to join in on the game, it's audio only. You don't have to do your hair and makeup. You can just join in. All you have to have is a voice. So if you want to join in, all you've got to do is send a message with the word game and tell us the best thing to eat on toast, and then you will be entered into the game and into the game. What do you call it? The raffle kind of thing. And Phil and I will decide who the winner is there, and they will join us for the game Higher or Lower. Whew, that's it. Phil, I haven't even asked, how are you?
I'm very stressed because I'm worried now about your internet going off. Like
it's looking fine at the moment.
I'm not a host. If it does go off again, I'm just going to talk about the Snyder Cut or something. I'll just keep waffling until
just do the news. Yeah. Just do the news. It's fine.
Oh, the pressure.
It's fine, man. But yes, but I hope everyone is sitting comfortably and is ready for the show. We've got loads coming up. But first of all, we're going to go off with what we always start with, and that is the answer, part 1.
Hi, Scott. We're coming at you with our kryptonite.
So my kryptonite, I have a couple different kryptonites. One is for sure baked beans, and the other one I would say is Swiss cheese. And both of them are my kryptonite because, all right.
Interesting. My kryptonite is that Tyler sucks.
Hi, this is Richard from Comics versus the World, and you want to know what my kryptonite is? Well, if you look at what kryptonite does to Superman, it means he can't see straight, he can't think straight, he can't even walk straight. So basically describing beer. Beer is my kryptonite.
Hey, Scott. Philip. So my kryptonite would be variant covers, as you can see from my Harlequin Volume 2, which is 30 issues. If you look, I actually have 97 covers for that run. So yeah, I'm that guy.
Hey guys, Brandon with Dismay Comics here. In regard to your question of what is my kryptonite, I think it'd probably be buying too much of a specific media. What I mean by that is like buying too many video games. Like if there's a video game sale, I'm going to buy a bunch of video games at once, and I'll be playing one video game and I'll play maybe halfway through it. And then at that time, I'll want to try out the other one, and I'll be playing that, and I'll play that for like a month. And then once I'm done playing that, I'll go back to the other game and I'll have forgotten pretty much all the controls. I'll have forgotten the story, and I'll just have to start an all new story on that game. I think same applies with comics as well. I buy way too many comics at a time to where they just keep stacking up and stacking up. Like I just have a huge stack of comics that I still haven't finished reading. Like a lot of the future state stuff with DC, I still haven't finished reading. But thanks for the question.
What is my kryptonite? I can't stand heights and I hate tomatoes. That's my kryptonite, I suppose. Although they don't actually cause, well, if I fell off a great height, that would do me harm. But tomatoes won't necessarily kill me, but it just make me feel sick.
Hello, so just talking my kryptonite submission outside of the main base itself, Audi. It would have to be the caramel chocolate bar itself. It's just my total weakness.
Hey everybody, this is Comic Cade from the channel Comic Cade, COMICADE, and this is my kryptonite. Probably just about anything related to Spider-Man. Definitely Spider-Man. Batman, but specifically Batman the Animated Series. Gamera and kaiju monsters alike. Absolutely love pop figures. And then there's Atomic Robo, which not a lot of people know about. There you go. Those are a few of the things that I would consider my kryptonite. But obviously, I'm a comic book reader, so that list is growing every single day.
Hey, so guys, I got tons of kryptonite. To be honest with you, it's hard to pick one, but I'm going to show you guys right now a couple things it could be. One right here. Got to be the Starbucks, and then secondly, it's got to be the ice cream, guys, and the and other sweets that I probably got laying around here. There's some wine.
And there we go. That was a bunch of the answers. Actually, this month was the most submissions we've had for the answer.
Excellent.
Which is great. We've had absolutely loads. And so thank you everyone who's gotten involved. If you haven't gotten involved and you're in the chat right now, do let us know what your kryptonite is. Phil, what's yours?
To be honest, I don't know, because I'm now confused what the question was myself. Because like Sam, for example, I am really jealous of Sam's like munchies. Like you ever see his Instagram post? Like he just eats a lot of great stuff, but like, where does he put it? Like if I eat that chocolate bar, that would be my kryptonite for a bad thing. If I eat that chocolate, straight to the hips. Sam is a personal trainer. He's actually my personal trainer. Oh. He's my PT. Can't you tell? Yeah, and and yeah, he's actually doing a great job. I'm having a lot of fun with him. He's actually done superhero / anime based workouts for me, which is really fun. And it's actually, yeah, it is quite fun. He gets that kind of stuff involved, and it is good. It's basically a little plug for him. If anyone wants to be personal trained, go see Sam. It's really good. Yeah. I think the one that tickled me the most out of that clip was Grey Man. Tomatoes.
The tomatoes. It was just the energy of it all, you know? It was just how intense and a bit mental that whole clip was. It was just brilliant. Let's see if anyone is in here. We've got one entry so far for the game. Comic Bound, I only have one weakness, and it's actually kryptonite. Superman, is that you? Wow.
He is Superman. He won the quiz on his debut, so he is.
He did. He said he takes that back. Personal trainers are actually his kryptonite. Yes, as are all forms of exercise. Yes,
I can relate.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not the greatest, but I think there's a little conversation going on now between Shane and Sam. It looks like Sam introduced Shane to that chocolate. So now it's going to be a shared kryptonite. We've got one more from the noob. Then his kryptonite is his mother at Xmas when she says to eat your Brussels sprouts. No, man, please, I don't want to eat them.
I love Brussels sprouts.
I'm not a fan.
What?
I'm sorry, Philip. I'm not.
This is so odd. This is so odd. And so not comic related, but Brussels sprouts are fantastic.
I'm sure if Whack Comics were here, they would definitely make it comic related. But yeah, I think, yeah, so that was part one of the answer. Let us know if you've got your own little kryptonite. I know a few people are in the chat that weren't in these videos, so do get your kryptonite in there. Don't forget, Ask Auntie Phil will be coming up really soon, and we've got 0 questions. So if you want to ask Auntie Phil anything, chuck it in now. You've got a few minutes to go. And don't forget, everyone, to stay tuned for our interview coming up later with Tony Parker, fantastic artist. We've got Captain Sarah. Sarah, how you doing? She's jumping in all the way from Australia. I know she's up really early. So thank you for joining in. I appreciate that. Yeah, don't forget, everyone, if you're just joining us, we are having a giveaway. This video needs to have 40 likes before we activate the giveaway, and you will have a chance at winning a nice blue Jiffy of a bunch of comics. There are 4 comics in there. One of them is of a nice value, and the other ones are just nice little fillers that I've put in there for you. Get it?
Fillers.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give you guys another, let's say, 30 seconds. 30 seconds to a minute to get your questions in to Auntie Phil. Otherwise, it's just going to be a really short section. People ask for this feature.
Anything. I am a life guru for many.
Literally anything. That'd be fine. So Phil, how's your month been? How has March been for you?
It's been strange. We finally got rid of what's that thing Shane loves at that DC event? That
Future State.
Yeah, Future State. Yeah. So
yeah,
we got some actual real books back, which was good. So yeah, March has been interesting for comic related stuff, at least.
Yeah, that's good. And in general, everything good?
Everything's good. Everything's just as boring as everything is always for the last year. Lockdowns and all that.
The same. It's still March 2020, I'm sure.
I did get new, this is now a new backdrop for my room. I did get new stuff put up, so there will be videos of my own channel coming up soon enough. For now,
yes, finally. I think for the last month you've been saying there'll be a video next week. There'll be a video next week.
Yes. I mean, if you haven't gathered this by now, I'm fairly lazy. It's not lazy. I'm lackadaisical. I want someone to do it. I want someone to do it for me. Now, Liam, who helps produce a lot of the stuff for Comic Airwaves, I've dropped subtle hints. Will he do stuff for my channel? And he has yet to pick up on those hints, and he's yet to offer. Until he does, I'm just going to wait until then.
No, man, that's not good, is it? Right.
I'll buy him chocolate from Aldi.
Can you full screen if you haven't already? And we've now got a nice bunch of questions ready for, and you'll enjoy this, Phil. Are you ready? Ask Auntie Phil. We've got a nice little wig on him. Let's just see that again. Isn't that lovely? Don't you look great? That is from Liam and his brother Adam. They work together to make that fantastic masterpiece. Okay,
two of them.
You did. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so Tottenham Gaming comes in here with Auntie Phil. If you had to fight a wave of penguins with a polar bear coming every 5th wave, how many waves do you think you could handle?
The penguins alone would be enough before the polar bear even came. So I wouldn't make it to the 5th.
So one.
If I was being attacked by penguins, and I assume they're not the chocolate kind, I would just run away. So I wouldn't even make one.
Just do a runner.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay. Kelly, really simple question. Phil, what are you drinking?
It seems to be my go-to at the minute. It is some spiced rum with ginger ale, without the lime, because I had no limes today.
What are you? What are you doing? No lime? What do you think you are? Comic Bound Adam coming in. Auntie Phil, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? This is a great question. I've heard this loads of times before.
I have never heard this once.
Really? So imagine one giant duck or one tiny horse, 100 tiny horses. What would you go for?
I feel like I would have more success with the 100 duck-sized horses. I don't know why. I'm trying to picture myself and what I would do to fight them, and I just feel like I could just kick them, rather than like a horse-sized duck would just.
That's a great answer. Great answer. Daryl coming in. Auntie Phil, what is your favourite issue from the King in Black series? An actual serious question. Well done.
Well done. Oh man, I've got King in Black 3. When Thor came and had a big fight, it made my book of the month 2 months ago.
Yeah, it did.
COMIC AIRWAVES. So yeah, it's just I love Thor. I love Venom. I love Null, but I like Null in the books. So yeah, just seeing Thor fighting Null was fantastic. So King in Black 3.
Great. Okay. Liam, Auntie Phil, Cyborg or Flash? This is going to trigger me now.
Flash all day long. Like
What?
It's just
You sweetheart.
Oh, who I think's the loser or the wait, okay, no. Cyborgs. He's the man. He's the man.
Whatever. Next, Auntie Phil, this is from Shane. Would you rather have legs as long as your fingers or fingers as long as your legs?
I feel like what? Legs as long as your fingers. I mean,
So do you want tiny, tiny legs or super long fingers?
I feel like if I had super long fingers, there'd be certain types of people will be very happy with me. But no, I don't know. I'd rather have. Shane, you've stumped me. I don't know.
Should we come back to it?
Yeah, short legs. I'd say short legs.
Okay. Auntie Phil, is Null coming to the MCU off of King in Black success?
Listen, speculators are going to speculate. Put it this way:
Spec's going to spec.
Venom has died off for the last 4 weeks. It's been delayed, but it's been complete for months. I have a funny suspicion that there's something bigger coming with Venom, Null, and Thor. And if it's going to be big in the comics, you will see it in the MCU. Just not soon. They'll do the X-Men and Fantastic Four long before they do Null, but they're 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah, hopefully he'll come in. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? I think, okay, we got a few more. So everyone stop asking any questions. Auntie Phil, would you rather be hunted by Terminator or a Predator?
I feel like I could beat a Predator because Arnold showed me how. So I think Predator, to be honest.
It was actually just a training video, wasn't it? From Arnold. It was just a training video from Arnold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Another one from Tottenham Gaming. Auntie Phil, what do you think of this year's WrestleMania Championship match?
It's going to be a three-way. Everyone likes a three-way. I don't know. It's just they're clutching at straws. To be honest, I don't know what they're planning, what they're aiming for. But wrestling at the minute is not the same as it used to be for me.
Internet's going again. Oh, there we go. You're back. Don't panic. I don't know what your answer was, but I'm sure it was great. The Murray, he says, this is Liam's brother, Adam. He says, come to him for your Photoshop needs, okay? And we got Captain Sorrow. Sorry, I keep saying that wrong. Phil, what is your favorite indie series?
Ever? Oh, man.
Ever.
I don't know. I mean, I love Oblivion Song. I love Sea of Sorrows. I love Philadelphia. That's another great one. So that's. Then I just read Lock and Key there last week. It's fantastic too.
It is.
It's so hard to pick. Indie books are just they are a class above the bog standard Marvel.
I think if we're going to go off the Nerd Herd leaderboard at the moment, number one is Kanto.
Oh yeah, Kanto.
And that is an amazing indie series.
That's probably the book I would speak more passionately about to people. Would be Kanto. So I'll say that.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, that is it. That is it from this month's Ask Auntie Phil.
I can't believe that took 2 people.
It took 2 whole people to do that. Captain Comics has arrived. How you doing? Thanks for joining us, Steve. And we also had Albert Langford coming in. What's up? How you doing? Thanks for joining us. That is that. Phil, are you ready? It is time for the news and weather.
Sure thing.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
News and weather. Swap.
I thought I was ready.
Here we go. But before you go, Simple Simon is in here. How you doing, mate? Thank you for joining us.
I did just close my Word document down by mistake, but I am.
Oh my. That's okay. That's okay.
To be fair, March has been a fairly light week on comic book news. There are a few things that have come out. One of them more recently, Marvel have a new distributor of their books. They have entered an exclusive partnership with Penguin Random House, which actually deal with proper books. So they're
Ooh.
going to deliver, they're going to deliver all its comics to its retailers. And the reason why it's newsworthy, well, a few reasons. It's that Marvel have had an exclusive deal with Diamond since '97, but have traded with them for over 40 years, so it's pretty big. Now, direct market retailers, i.e., comic book shops, will still order through Diamond, but they're not going to act as a wholesaler to the direct market.
Right.
So they'll order their penguins through, or their penguins. They'll order their product.
What about their polar bears? I can order them.
I've been, since that was mentioned, I've been having nightmares about penguins and polar bears going to fight me. Yeah. So, like, will this affect us? I think it will. Essentially, what it is that you're going to have another set of hands handling the books that you're getting before they get to the shop.
Yeah,
so I just see inevitable delays. DC, for example, they broke away from Diamond last March. And throughout the year in the UK, we had multiple DC books delayed for one reason or another, notably Deceased, Flash, and Green Lantern. And I say that because I had them on my pull list. I know they were delayed. And there was actually 1 week where Deceased 2, 3, 4, 5 came out the same week. 6 came out the week after. And then Flash had three issues in the same week.
What the hell?
It does get mucky, though, because in the UK, Diamond UK are still the main distributor for everybody, including DC. So that DC breakaway last year affected the US only, really, but it did impact us in delays and so on. So there's no telling how this is going to go with Marvel. But Diamond has had their say. Diamond CEO Steve Geppi, I think is his name, released a statement, and this is what I took from it, which angers me slightly.
Marvel, please come back.
He expects, quote, the discount terms to change and the discount terms to change, and they will communicate this info to their customers well in advance of adjustments, end quote. In other words, the price is going to go up because they don't go down. So come 1st of October is when this deal kicks in, so I fully expect more of our books to maybe 10, 20p a book, but it's just
why?
I'll move on. Another story is Batman. He is now gone down the R-rated path, and he has done before. We've all seen Bat Wang, haven't we, in the first DC label book? But he's gone down an R-rated path, and I can't be any more excited for this because the DC have went through a reboot or relaunch, whatever you want to call it, with Infinite Frontier, and this year there is a heavy presence of Bat books, and we've got another one, and it's Batman Reptilian, I think it's pronounced. It's a DC Black Label book, but the exciting thing of it is it's not just my countrymen. It's not why I'm excited, but Garth Ennis and Liam Sharp are the creative team behind this, and it's been described as an adults-only book. So keep your eyes peeled for that whenever it hits previews. It looks fantastic. I haven't any pictures for you, I'm sorry, but the pictures, Google it, it looks fantastic.
Nice.
Another piece of news, and listen, Scott, you may not have seen this coming. I don't think anyone's seen this coming. I couldn't believe it.
Hit me, Phil.
I couldn't believe it when I read it.
What's the sitch?
Now, Berserker, you know, that new #1 from Boom Studios that was delayed and released eventually, written by Keanu Reeves. I couldn't believe when I heard this news.
I've gone again.
I'm going to continue. I couldn't believe when I heard the news that Berserker is getting a movie and an animated show. Who's seen this coming? But also, it's going to star Keanu Reeves. Can you believe that?
What? Keanu Reeves?
I mean, I love a bit of Keanu Reeves. I love a bit of Matrix, a bit of Neo. You know, don't hurt his dog. That's just like did not expect that one bit. But yeah, Keanu Reeves is going to star in the Berserker movie and animation show.
Oh my god!
And the last thing I want to end on, and hopefully have a slight discussion about, is the Snyder Cut of Justice League. More importantly, it was a huge hit. Everyone loved it. Few haters, but you can't please everybody, I suppose.
Of
but
course.
What they have done, I say they, like I don't know who they are because I'm part of it. We have now created this restore the Snyderverse. We want Zack Snyder. I almost said Scott Snyder. We want Zack Snyder to bring us what he initially wanted to do. We want the full Justice League trilogy. We want it all. And so yeah, this hashtag had 1.5 million, I think, at one point.
What?
Trending, and that was like the most for a movie launch or something along those lines. So yeah, guys, let's get this trending for a long time, and let's bring back the Snyderverse.
Let's do it, man. Let's get it going. Let's get it going on.
What did you think of the Snyder Cut, Scott?
I was a very big fan mainly because it had a lot more flash scenes.
Yeah.
And ironically, most of those flash scenes were in slow motion.
Yes.
But then how else do you see flash scenes? Well, you can't. You have to do it in slow-mo.
I had to watch it a second time to really like it. And
Mhm.
I don't know if I think I told you this. I watched it on the Thursday night and I was tired, I was grumpy, and I didn't know about the 4.3 ratio contrast thing.
Yeah.
So whenever I was watching, I was on the Google and like, why is my Now TV in the wrong contrast? What's going on? For like the first 15 or 20 minutes of that movie were ruined because I didn't understand what was going on. But yeah, I loved it too. I thought it was great. Even Flash, who I didn't really like his quirkiness, but I loved the bit at the end, like the Speed Force, break the barrier.
So good. So good.
Bringing everyone back. Fantastic.
Little fun fact about the Snyder Cut Justice League: 10.35% of that entire film was slow mo.
Too much, in my opinion. To be honest.
That is a lot of slow mo. Here's a noob coming in. He really enjoyed Cyborg in it, But Shane really thought that it was absolutely superb. So yeah, Comic Bound though, he gave it a 5 out of 10, but he enjoyed a lot of parts of the film, just not as a whole, and he would love to see them continue the series. Though it would be a shame not to. That's good.
Get the hashtag going.
Yeah, restore the Snyderverse. Anything else, Phil?
That is all my news. Now over to you, Mr. Shelf Scott, for the weather.
Now over to the Shelf Scott for the weather. This is the weather. We will be showing you the books that are hot and cold this month. So here we go. So coming in scorching hot is Hawkman issue 4, coming in at $1,700, the first appearance and origin of Zatanna. Tales of Suspense issue 75 at $415, the first appearance of Agent 13. Kanto issue 1 coming in at $210 because it's now been optioned for a TV show. Very fantastic book. Saban's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 1, $70, first appearance of the Power Rangers in a comic book. Captain America issue 323 coming in at $60, first appearance of John Walker and the first team appearance of the Buckies. Mystery Girl number 1 coming in at $25 because the show is in development with Netflix. And finally, Daredevil number 26 in at a whopping $5 because it has the first appearance of Alice and possibly who is possibly the sidekick to Elektra. So that is the weather for this month. What do you think of that? Got any of those books? Anyone got any of those books? Has anyone just made money?
I've got the Daredevil 26, was it?
Ooh,
it's the cheapest one there.
You're rolling in it.
I'm kicking myself by Kanto. I don't have Kanto number.
I know.
Number 1. I have a second print off it, but
yeah,
I'll never get it now.
No, it'd be too much now. It'd be too much. But we are very close to coming up to our interview with Tony Parker. First of all, though, we are going to go to our answer part 2, and then we will get right to chatting to him. So let's see what some other people answered to the question, what is your personal kryptonite? Here we go.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I've been asked what my kryptonite is. I had to have a big think about this one because there's a lot of things that could be considered my kryptonite, but I remember a conversation I had with one of my friends at some stage, and she said to me, your kryptonite is giving too much of a shit. And hey, I enjoy making people happy, and I will do so even if it's not reciprocated back to me, so I guess that is a big kryptonite of mine. Thanks for asking.
Yo, TWD Collector here. Shout out to Scott Shelf for tapping me up for this one. Here it goes. My kryptonite is overpriced variant covers, such as the ones from The Walking Dead, specifically Walking Dead and Negan Lives, the foil covers, because as soon as they came out, the prices shot up and the completist in me would not let me pass them up. So I ended up spending way too much money on these ones, and it kills me knowing that if I just waited a few months, then I could have got them for half, maybe quarter of the price. But the OCD for me completing my collection of my deluxe copies and my Negan Lives it just wouldn't let me pass them up. So this is my weakness. This is definitely my kryptonite. It has to be the overpriced variant covers. Let me know what you guys think. And thanks for Scott Shelf for involving me in this one. So I look forward to hearing from you. Cheers.
Ahoy, mates and mermaids. How are we? I had a request from Scott and Phil. What is my kryptonite? My kryptonite is Mark Jewelers. They're inserts that were sold to military people. There's about 1 to 5% out there. I have keys. I have Mark Jewelers with misprint front covers. I have Mark Jewelers with missed back print covers. But my favorite are Diamond Distributor Jewelers, which were only in 1971 to 1973. So remember, not all treasures you have to dig up. Arr.
Brian, what's your weakness? Your kryptonite?
I don't think I'm able to love.
Yeah, that's mine right now. It hurts. Tell me, I hear it's a chocolate of some sort.
Oh, it's Cadbury mini eggs.
Oh.
They're really good, and I can't stop eating them.
2 bags, 3 days.
I would say it was 2 bags in 48 hours.
All right. Mine is pizza. It's bad for me. It gives me heartburn, but I still eat it probably once a week. It's delicious. Can't. French fries for mama. Trey, kryptonite.
Books.
He buys them out of his budget. Definitely needs them.
Special edition.
This is the guys from Nerd Nostalgia Podcast.
Why are you holding your nuts?
Because you hit me in the nuts.
Have we lost Scott? Have we lost me? Man, that internet in Wales is terrible, isn't it?
Hi everyone, I'm Kelly. I'm from Brazil, and my age doesn't matter, 36. About my kryptonite is injustice. Look, this word has many meanings, like people unemployed and politicians with super salaries. The situations like this make me very sad and extremely angry. And it is. See you. Bye.
What's going on, guys? I am Simple Simon, and I've been asked, what is my kryptonite? Well, the definition of kryptonite is Superman's ultimate weakness, or anything that causes someone's ultimate weakness. So I guess my kryptonite is legs. I like legs. And I'm pretty much blind in summer, because in summer all the ladies wear shorts and I'm walking around like this because I can't look, because kryptonite is legs. I like legs. And I'm pretty much blind in summer, because in summer all the ladies wear shorts and I'm walking around like this because I can't look, because if I look, I feel weak.
It's so good. I'm so sorry for the internet going off there. There's nothing going on in my house. Like there's no streaming, it's just literally this. So it must be bad connection in the area. Sorry for everyone there. I think Perpetual Comics nailed it there. Dead Comic Airwaves, or Comic Dead Airwaves maybe. But yeah, there are a lot of people. He also said his own kryptonite earlier on. My kryptonite is anything done by the comic artist Jock. He could sneeze in a hanky and he'd bid on it. Andy loves a Jock cover, doesn't he?
Yeah. I suppose my kryptonite, you asked me earlier on, I couldn't give a clear answer. My actually is FOMO.
Really?
Fear of missing out on
Yeah.
variant covers, omnibuses, action figures. The fear that somebody else gets it and I don't.
Oh, man.
I can't cope with that. That's my weakness.
Mine is literally Snickers, pasties, pies, anything pastry related, and Snickers. That's me done. I'm gone.
Do you mean a Cornish pasty or like?
Yes, Cornish pasty. Yeah. Well, what other kind of pasties do you want about?
Do you not get these?
What?
Oh, maybe is it Northern Ireland thing? Is it Andy and he's in Scotland? You can tell us surely. A pasty for us from like a chip shop. It's like a pasty. It's like like I don't even know what's in it. Sometimes they're pink, sometimes they're just green with batter around it. That's a pasty. We still got Cornish pasties too, but that's a pasty for me. You never heard of this? Whenever you're over in October, Scott,
Yes.
I'm gonna get you a pasty supper.
Yes. Okay. Deal. Let's go. Yeah. So if anyone else in the comments has a kryptonite and they haven't sent a video in, do let us know. I'm just looking through the comments now. I did love Simon's thing there. Just legs. It was. But
you had the balls to say it.
I know. We got Captain Sarah here. She just says that she's off to work, but she's going to be listening in. Thank you very much. I don't think anyone new has joined in, but if you have, sorry, and thank you for joining. But now it is time for our book of the month, where we tell everyone the books we have read this month, and we have chosen our favorite book. So, Phil, do you want to kick us off?
I have kind of cheated, Scott.
What?
And I have two, but I have one in my hand. The other one's in the box. I'm not getting out. This is Nightwing.
I've heard good things.
From DC. Now, this is Nightwing 78, but it's essentially rebooted with Tom Taylor, our friend Tom Taylor, who we all love. Like, Tom Taylor does this great thing where this is only his first issue, but he still makes you feel really like it's all these heart-wrenching moments.
Yes.
I don't want to get too much away if you haven't read it and you're going to, but essentially what happened in Batman a few months back is that, spoiler guys, I'm sorry, but it was months ago, Alfred is dead. He is Teddy Bread. He's gone. Bane snapped his neck. And essentially with this book, Nightwing's had a pretty dire past. He was shot in the head. He became Rick Grayson for a while. He's now coming back to being Dick Grayson, and it's now starting to go back to normal here. And what happened is Alfred basically left him a fortune. And it's basically the heart-wrenching letter that Alfred had written, Dick Grayson, as if he was his own son. And I was tearing up slightly because Tom Taylor does it again. And I don't want to give too much away because I want Scott, I want you to read this. But
I do want to, actually.
I'm going to show you this title page because look how beautiful.
Wow, that's pretty. That is nice.
It's picturesque. It's lovely. Colors lovely. Art's lovely. Art is Bruno Redondo, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Fantastic book. My second pick was Joker, James Tynion. I don't have it at hand, but Joker, number
Can't believe
one.
you picked two.
Yeah, no, I had to. I couldn't tell between the two.
Book of the month, not books of the month.
Sorry. Well, then, is that it over then? So one book's my pick. That's it. So we're not going to do your book now.
What? No, we have to do my book.
Sorry, Mr. Parker, you're not coming on. That's one book a month, and it's mine.
Okay, are you done? Are you
Yes, I'm
good?
done. I am
Good, great. My book of the month this month is God of War Fallen God issue 1. I am a massive fan of the God of War series and was so happy to see another mini comic book series coming out. There, you've got it as well. And I'm not going to talk more about the book because I've got the artist himself here to talk with me about the book, and it is the amazing Tony Parker. Hello, thank you for joining. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. I'm having a wonderful time so far just listening in.
Oh, great. I saw that you jumped in like as soon as we started, and I hope you've had a good time and not just sat there being like, come on. Perfect, mate. Thank you so much. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm over on the west coast of the United States right now, and it's a nice sunny day. I'm just having a wonderful time. Taking a little break inside. Yeah.
Perfect. Some people might not know who you are.
Oh, no.
So you are an artist. You've worked for loads of publishers, haven't you? But you stick with Dark Horse mostly.
Yeah, no, I've worked with a lot of people. Worked basically everyone except for Marvel. Well, I've done Marvel properties, but never done any Marvel books.
Okay.
Yet I've just been.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough. I've been really busy. Where I've been lucky enough. I've worked through two recessions, and I've been working solid through this one, and it's one of the things I'd love to work for them. I just haven't had the opportunity in my schedule, which sounds incredibly pretentious, I know, and it's not that. I'm just very lucky that I've been able to get so many properties where I worked Let's see, I've worked with Boom Studios. I did Godzilla with IDW. I've done Conan with. I did a little bit of Conan with Dark Horse. I did a lot of Mass Effect. I've done Godzilla. I've God of War. This is my second time through on that.
Yeah.
A couple of creator-owned properties where I did this damn band with the amazing Paul Cornell and Mayday with the brilliant Alex DeCampi. And yeah,
loads.
I'm forgetting stuff. Well, we'll get to it later with like stuff I've got coming out right now. But at one point last year, I was working on 3 separate books at the exact same time.
Wow, great effort. I mean, I think one book quite a few people may know you for is "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?"
Thank you. Yep, lost an Eisner for that one.
Oh, you were nominated, and that's a fantastic achievement.
I lost to Chew, and Chew is an amazing book. I was up against a lot of tremendous books, and John and Don John and Rob. I know a Don Guillory and a Rob Guillory, but John and Rob are friends of mine. So if they're going to lose to friends. And it's a great book. It's not a, oh no, how dare they? Where it's I hate them because they won. It's an honor to be nominated, and Chew is one of my favorite books.
Yeah.
And so there's. For me, it's something. It was an amazing book, and they absolutely deserve that win. So it's one. So, well, I always have the honor, but yeah, I love that book.
Yeah, so you weren't bitter about it. You were quite happy.
Well, it's tough. It's always gonna be tough losing like that. I mean, it is truly an honor to be nominated, and yes, at that moment, because you always you're holding up for that little bit of hope of it could happen. There is.
Yeah.
I mean, black holes pop up out of nowhere. Sometimes there's always that possibility.
Yeah.
But it's something where, okay, I lost, like took me a couple days to like fully process it, but it was, again, they're friends of mine. In fact, I even took video of them winning the award, and I gave it to them like the next time I saw them. So that now they've got from the audience like a little camcorder of them going up, doing their speeches and the thank yous and all that. So it's a small community, and just it seemed like the right thing to do. Not, oh, I lost, put it down. Like, no, let's keep this going, and they're friends and.
Great, man. That's nice. So. We got Perpetual Comics in here. He says, "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep" is absolute gold.
Oh, thank you.
And this damn band in 2015 was lit. So you've got some fans here. Comic Band. He says he has the Androids books. Because the Androids is based on not based on, but it's before Blade Runner or around Blade Runner.
No, it's Blade Runner was loosely based off the book "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?"
Yes. Yes.
And what we did was as a team, so it wasn't just me. It was Blind on Colors, it was Richard Starkings on letters, and Boom broke everything down for us as far as the script goes. So it's a full team effort. Is we took every single word that was in the novel and translated and put it into the graphic novel. So when you read it, outside like the second half where we started dropping the he says and she says, every single word is in there. So it's not they cut this part, they missed this. It's you can read through, with exceptions of some he says and she says towards the end, every word is there.
That is cool.
It was wonderful, and I put so many Easter eggs in there. I'm with the Blade, not Blade, because Blade Runner never actually shows up in the book "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?" That's from a different property. Yeah. But I put myself as a robot hunter in there. My wife is in there as a little bit. I've put Richard Starkings is the weatherman towards the end. And I put him in a bow tie because he's a huge Doctor Who fan. So I put the sheep in the book is actually based off of Dolly. So I went through and all these things, and like all the androids he chased after are left-handed, and he's left-handed. So I made it as a joke, like referring back to the movies because in the book there's not that ambiguity. In the movies there's an ambiguity of is Deckard real or not. So I had so much fun with that, and I'm still ecstatic that people are still finding ways to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's great. Great job on that book. But let's rewind a bit. Let's go back to God of War. I want, like I just said earlier on, I love the God of War series.
Same here. Yeah, I was lucky enough. They brought the whole team back together. It was just amazing, because it's not just me. It's the whole Dan Jackson on the colors, and I think John Rochelle was lettering on the first one, and Robertson always writes these wonderful scripts I get to play with and gives me lots of room to breathe in. And even working with Santa Monica Studios, Corey Balrog and everyone else there, are wonderful to work with. Just an
I would
absolute
love to
wonderful
meet him.
experience. Oh, wonderful guy. If you ever get the chance, absolutely do. But when I was first brought on, it was I played the first three games, like the first three main games, and a lot of fun, right? But then when the first trailer for the fourth came out, it was such a huge shift, and from the previous games where it went from like, oh wow, smashy punchy fun, which is great in its own right, to oh, big dad vibes here, and it's like it just hooked me from there, and it went from wanting to play the game, to of course calling me up and saying, hey Tony, how'd you like to draw this? Yes. Yes, there was no like, and so they had me doing a slightly different artistic vision for this that they wanted, partially because they're doing an animated comic. Where if you look at my work, I try to vary as much as possible. Especially like with this damn band, I had 5, maybe 6 separate, distinct art styles in it.
Okay.
So it's fun to play with stuff like that. And for this one, they said we want a bit looser, a bit more open up. I'm like, great. I love trying to stretch those muscles. So we did the first one in 2018, had fun. And then they said, and I've told them, anytime you want me back, let me know. I will find a way, because I love this. It's a wonderful franchise. I've played through it, beat everything on the game except for the lead Valkyrie, the Valkyrie Queen,
same.
which, she just like after like 2 hours, I'm like, you know what? I know my limits. I'm good. I could spend another 5 hours cracking this one up, but at that point it'd be more a grudge than anything else. I don't want to lose that love.
No, I know what you mean.
So I went through, did that, but they said, you want to come back? I'm like, I would absolutely love to. And it's just it's always an incredibly fun sandbox to play in.
Yeah, I agree. So what is it about the series and the character of Kratos that, like, you were so excited to get involved in the project and draw this character and this, filling in these gaps in the game?
Well, one, I love that we're filling the gaps, because that's with the book, it's all canon. It's not, oh, here's some stuff on this side. It's what if, or Elseworlds, or anything like that. It's this all exists. So we can do the stories that they don't have the time to tell in the game. So just to be able to be part of that universe is great fun. But for me, it's also, I love the emotion of the character, where it's the PTSD dad. And in this case, with the story, it's before then, where it's not just yay, punchy, smashy. It's what are the actual repercussions to someone having to go through all of this trouble, turmoil, and struggle and suffering?
Yeah.
How do they deal with that emotionally? Because for me, my favorite pages that I get to draw the series are the emotional ones. In the 2018 series, where I got to have Kratos talking to his son, where he put his hand on his shoulder, and like the first 5 hours of the game, I tried to find a button combo for like, where's the damn hug button? I want the hug combo, so I can give my son a hug.
Yeah.
And so for me, it was being able to go through and work with that emotion, that struggle, because punchy smashy is fun. That can be a lot of fun to draw. And by issue 4 of this series, it's probably truly some of the most epic stuff I've done with the series. And I kind of broke some stuff. And so I expect a bit of hate with that, but it was issue 4 is like just crazy.
Awesome, can't wait.
But it's the build up to that, which I love, where it's him going through right now, like, I don't want to be part of this anymore. And so that's what I love with issue 4, the issue 4 of the new series. With issue 1, it's, I don't want to give anything away. It's like, but him saying, I'm done. I'm not gonna be in your rat race. I'm not gonna play in your game. And I'm not gonna be your dancing person in a cage here. I'm just gonna go do my own thing. So it's him trying to, it's fighting against his destiny and who he is, but it's so much like him having to come to terms with who he is. And the fight and the struggle. I love that emotional content for that, which not many people see. It's smashy punchy is fun, but it's the content of character that I love.
100%.
That's one thing that came through on this issue 1 for me, was like the kind of mental anguish he's going through, because he wants to get away from his kind of, like, what was it? What's written in law will come to pass, or something like that. So he's trying to get away from that, and like the facial expressions when you're drawing that, it definitely tells he really does not want to be part of it anymore. He wants to get away, and that's just this first issue was just his struggle, I suppose, and it really came across fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, because that's the hardest thing for me is, we can do like the big hero shot of throwing something. It's for me, I wanted that exhaustion, that pain that he's in, where it's like, I'm just bread toast, butter too thin on toast kind of thing, where it's like, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, he's sleep deprived and everything and all
Yeah,
that.
he's forcing himself into it. He's
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. Whatever it takes, I will find a way. And I love being able to work with that kind of stuff.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. We've got a few questions in the chat here. Perpetual Comics has actually taken one of my questions. So Chris Robertson wrote this book, and he just wanted to know, what is he like to work with?
I love working with him. That's one of, I mean, and he is very cool, very laid back. I've done a couple panels with him. This is one of the projects where there's not a whole lot of give and take with it, even though it's great. He is absolutely wonderful with that. With this, he writes a script and it gets on to Dark Horse, and then it gets over to Santa Monica. They approve it and it goes back. So there's not a whole lot of bit of direct interaction. But every time I've worked with him with all this stuff, he is wonderful, just wonderful to work with, and an incredibly nice guy. Just incredibly super back, super chill. One of those, if you ever get a chance to talk to him, definitely talk to him. Hang out. I mean, for a few minutes, just say hi, interact, but you'll love talking to him.
Great. And another question from Dead Dawn of Comics, Shane. How hard was it to keep your style, but also make sure you stick with the art of the games to make sure it was recognizable?
The first thing for that, it was sticking to the art of the game. It was making sure that, because I see what I do as being a character actor. Whereas, and that's what's kept me in comics for more years than I care to admit to. Because a lot of people say, oh, no, you have your one specific style, and you just draw that. Whereas I'm able to work in all the genres I've worked in because I can modify, I can change it. So they came and said, we want something in a looser, more open style. And they gave a couple examples. It wasn't copy this artist. It was, here's a direction we would like to go. Like, okay, I can do that. And then making sure that the storytelling fits the story, making sure that the shots fit the story, making sure that the rendering fits the story. So therefore, it's still got my fingerprints all over it. But it's making sure that the story comes first. And with this case, it's making sure that, and I've read other reviews where it says that the art looks like it's plucked right out of the video game. And like,
yeah, I agree.
Thank you. And that's exactly what I was going for, where it's not, I'm going to make it my own thing and you're all along for the ride. And like, that's not my job. I'm doing my own stuff now that I can do that for. I've got creator own, I've got other things like I can do that. If I want to draw Kratos as my own little thing, I will do that. I can take the afternoon off and draw, and I've got some pieces like that, which I will be posting up on my social media when I get the permission to.
Great.
But it's something where I'm a character actor, where I go through and like, what is my job to tell the best story out there possible, not trying to pull like some major stars have. Keanu Reeves, I love him, but a lot of times he plays Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
he's got a very specific look, or he picks roles that fits that stuff. And I love his work. I love him as a human being. It's not a diss or a rip on him in any way, shape, or form. But you know kind of what you're getting with. If you're going to go watch a movie with The Rock recently, you kind of know what you're getting.
Yeah.
He played, like in that Shorty sequel, he played a wonderful role against type. But it's still, for me, I've got to go through and find what my style, not my style, but what I can do to tell the best story possible. Once I've got that established, everything else kind of falls into place.
Yeah, you've got to be considerate to the story, haven't you? You can't just go, this is my style, take it or leave it. You've got to...
It's not my sandbox.
Yeah, it's great.
And I love playing with your toys, but part of that is make sure you treat the toys with the greatest respect possible. It's like when I did that, or I've got an upcoming cover for I think Castle Greyhelm or Greyhelm with Henry Barajas. And it's like, I did best I could to respect what their thing is. When I did Mass Effect, it's respecting that. When I did Do I Know Stream Electric Sheep, it can look nothing like Blade Runner, but I have to respect a book that's been around longer than I have. And so it's always respecting that property.
Yeah.
And it's a challenge, but I love doing that because I want to add to it. I don't want to distract from it.
Great, thank you. You do a lot of adaptions, don't you? So you've got God of War, you got Mass Effect, you got Do Android's Dream,
licensed properties.
Godzilla. Yeah. So like, are you like aiming yourself at those kind of adaptions, or people are coming to you like?
I love doing everything. That's one of the things I love with my career, which is weird for me to say. It's very surreal for me to say my career, but I will go through and I'll try to keep it as diverse as possible, because I've got friends who have been doing superheroes for decades, and they're exhausted by it because that's all they can do. They can't branch out and do other things. Where I've been lucky enough where I've got that diversity where I can work for Nike, I can work for T-Mobile, I can work for the Phoenix Suns American basketball team. I can do stuff for them, but I can still go through and I can do all these licensed properties, and I can go do This Damn Band. I can do Mayday. I've got other things I'm working on as well with our licensed owned. So it allows me that opportunity to keep that diversity. And I can change things up. So I actually try to seek out as much diversity as possible. Where I've done horror, I've done comedy, I've done licensed properties, and if you think about it, that's what the big two are. The big two are licensed properties. So it's because it's not just you have to draw the MCU Captain America. When you draw Captain America, you still keep it within a specific style. It's still a licensed property. It's just we don't think of it as that way because we think of it as licensed from a separate thing. So all these things kind of merge together with that. So it's all, and a lot of it's professionalism. I'd like to pretend that they come to me because they know I can not just do the best I can on a job, get it done on time, and people will hopefully like it, but it's also be able to work with people. Where if I can work with licensors, where it's not, because I know of other creators who won't work or can't work with licensed properties because they'll come in and say, this is my way, this is my artistic vision for this property. And the people that own the license say, yeah, but we don't want that. This is what we want. This is our baby, and this is what we want our baby to look like. And so they'll split off. Whereas for me, I can do the Mass Effect stuff, which is incredibly detail-oriented. I can come back and do God of War, which is very open, very loose. And they always know that I work with them. I just did a book with The Doors where I'd make sure I get all the likenesses for all the characters, and all the characters had to be real proportions. It couldn't be heroic proportions because that's what they needed for the story. And then God of War, which is wonderfully dynamic, Renaissance type proportions where everything is exaggerated to tell the story. So it's, and the other things, I love stretching those muscles where it's not getting stuck with just one thing. Because again, I know artists, I'm not going to name any names, that are stuck with, I've got to draw this way, I've had to draw this way for the last 20 years, and it's there, but it's my mortgage.
Yeah, of course.
I find that quite refreshing when you say like stretch your muscles. Like I'm not an artist, but I'd imagine you're relying a lot on muscle memory too to draw your kind of certain way.
Yeah.
But like the fact that you can actually adapt the kind of like you're saying whatever IP you're drawing, I think that's fantastic because like a lot don't do that. A lot of the big ones don't do that.
It's tough. It's really tough because, and like when I did This Damn Band, a quick 30-second backstory in that in the script, Paul said, do it as like being told to a court reporter. So it's go through like the rough charcoal or Conte pencil Conte crayon sketches. And I'm like, wait a minute, the first one's in Japan, right? How about we do it in a Japanese manga style of 1972?
Ooh.
They're like, oh, that's great. And then I said, crap, what have I just done to myself? I've never drawn like that in my life. I vaguely know what it looks like. So now under deadline, I've got to go through, find that, emulate it to the point where it doesn't take it out, and completely change my storytelling and my entire mindset, panel layout, meta panel composition, everything, rendering to fit that specific genre for those 6 pages, and then jump back into what I had previously. And I did that for 5 other art styles within the book. I don't want to spoil anything with that, but as they go on tour in different places, every place has, because most of it's done as a first person documentary. Right. And then, but every time something doesn't get caught on camera, they go to a local artist. So I shot myself in the foot with that one, like, let's do this. And but I shot myself up and kept running, and I really love how it turned out because it helped use the genre or use the medium in a way that can't be used in other mediums.
I was going to say the personal satisfaction for overcoming those sort of challenges must be quite high too, yeah.
It is, and it's also, oh, nope, I failed that one miserably. And accepting and moving on. But I still love being able to do that.
Cool.
That's great. Like you're working on loads of other projects as well at the moment. Do you want to say, because you got like 3 books out this month, or you got some other stuff as well?
I mean, I've got a few things I can't announce yet because of never get ahead of your editor. It's a huge thing for anyone that wants to create out there. Never get ahead of your editor. Usually they have entire press releases and plans and structures for how they want things to go out. But I've got, Henry's going to kill me for this, not getting it right, but Castle Greyhelm, which is a Mesoamerican-based fantasy book, which is wonderful. I've got a cover for that coming out next month. Or maybe May, but it's coming out soon. Wonderful book. I've already read the first one. Wonderful stuff.
April 28th, I've got it down as.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
You are welcome.
Yeah, actually, for like this month to keep track, I actually had to write out a post-it note of when and what do I have coming out this month. I feel like a writer. But let's see, I had that. I opened and closed the official Doors anthology tribute book, which has got an amazing powerhouse of people in there. I'm like, what am I even here yet? I'm opening and closing it. So I had 8 pages in the front, opening it up, and 8 pages closing. I did the line art. So that came out this last week. I had God of War, which came out on March 10th in the States.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also working with John Dolman. I'm sure I screwed up the name, so sorry, John. But he's the drummer for System of a Down.
Wow.
And he owns Torpedo Comics in Vegas in California. Yeah, and he's a huge comic fan.
Yeah.
Huge comic fan. He loves comics. In fact, he was running a comic shop and started a band to become a drummer. Then went on, did that. Then after all that, went back to running a comic shop. And we've got a book called Essentia.
Yeah.
Which is incredibly fun. The 3rd issue just came out. If issue 7 is finished, thank you, Perpetual Comics. I appreciate it. And thank you so much. I'll tell you a story about the cover in just a quick moment. But we've got that coming out, and I'm waiting for the script for issue 8. So we already got 7 issues in the can with amazing covers, and
wow.
Blonde is doing the covers for that, and Taylor Esposito is doing the letters, and because it's a team effort. It's not just it's my book or John's book. Yeah. It's a team effort where they all need to be. Yeah, we all need to be respected, and they're all doing amazing work with it. And I'll go a little politically on the side. John and I aren't of the same political ideology. And for those who are like, oh, I disagree with you, but I like him, or I disagree with him, and I like you, or whatever that's supposed to work out. The book is wonderful, and it's a timeless political thing. It's much more about general corruption by wealth. So if you're worried about, oh, I like him, but I hate his politics, don't worry about it. On either side of the equation, it's still safe. It's a great book, and it's something where you can go through. Like you can relate it because for what the story is. We're not about like there's no ham-fisted or heavy-handed like politics on one side or the other. It's a great, solid postmodern futuristic noir book. Which in that book itself, I'm drawing in 2 different art styles or rendering techniques for it. So the storytelling may be similar, but it takes place in 2 towns: Essentia, which is the giant dome city where all the super rich live, and in Bethany, where you have everyone else who can't afford to live there. Everything's broken, repaired 5 times, and no houses above 3 stories, and everyone's just trying to get along and to live. And so essentially everything's sharp and crisp and clean, a very intentionally dead Art Deco style, where everything's very massive and powerful and towering, but no love in it. Everything's very sterile.
Okay.
But not like the Logan's Run sterile, but it's still like, so I could draw a lot of art, which I love Art Deco, and then outside of that is like 1940s Morocco in Bethany.
Wow.
So everything's very cobbled together, a bunch of wires and pipes and things fixed multiple times, so a wide diversity of clothing styles, and that's a very rough and exhibiting like a lot of dry brush technique in that one. So therefore, I'm trying to, even with that, when you're between the 2 places, you visually acknowledge that there's a separation there. And so we got issue 3 came out this month, and issue 4 comes out soon. And
great, and that's all. That was all done through Kickstarter, wasn't it?
The issue 1 was Kickstarter. So issue 1 is Kickstarter, and everything else is available through your local comic shop.
Great.
I know Sorry, go ahead.
Just telling everyone to keep an eye out for that series.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, issue, and some of my best. I love some of my. I mean, it's always my best work because I always try to do my best. But John's like, okay, how much detail can you put in this? Let's find out. So it's an incredibly detailed artwork, and had a tremendous amount of fun with that. And outside issue 1, which is sold out at the distributor level, at least in the United States. But you should be, issue 3 is out. You should be able to order it through your friendly local comic shop.
Yeah, 100%.
So you should be able to get it through there. Definitely support your local shop as much as you can. So don't know when trades are coming out. I have no clue about any of that. It's a work for hire for me, but maybe the first trade will maybe be actually I'm not going to say because I don't want to give a wrong answer.
Okay,
but
well,
so I'm doing
Comic Bound here. He's saying he wasn't aware of Essentia, but it sounds and looks great, and he will definitely check it out.
Please peek.
Definitely.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what else. I've got The Doors. I've got Essentia. I've got God of War. I've got cover for Greyhelm. I'm sure I'm missing something in there, and I apologize. I'm working on my own little creator-owned thing, little 8-page story, which I've just inked and I'll have it colored up soon. So the next couple of weeks, I have no idea how I'm going to put it out there. I may put it out for free. I may put it out as like one of the online venues where it's like pay $1, you can read it. It's just a story I want to tell. Oh no, I'll let everybody know. It's real sick. Everyone will be sick of it, but it's a story I want to tell. I'd love to tell it. I will shape it around so maybe someone will pick it up. So therefore, it turns into a story. But it's me writing, me penciling, me inking, me.
Oh, nice.
I'm not going to letter it, and I'm coloring my first 80 pages. But outside that, if I were to go to series, I'd have a professional color it, just because I believe in professionalism for both of those.
Yeah.
But it's that and a sequel. Actually, I can't say that because I don't have an editor. But I've got another series which I have I've got 5 issues completely done.
Wow,
It's colored, it's lettered. We're just finalizing the venue for that. So
great.
Busy man.
I'm busy.
Yeah,
Busy.
Yeah. Thank you very much for answering all those questions. We got one very hard pressing question from Perpetual Comics. You've got a very healthy fascination on Instagram with pineapples, but the question everyone wants to know is pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm not going to shame people for food they like, and if they don't like pizza, or pineapple, they don't have to have it. 2 things with that. One, I would talk about the Essentia cover. No, that I was come back to that, then back to pineapple. The Essentia cover was something I drew for fun. It was, I would like to do a little self-promotional piece for this, and here you go, just did this, and hey, John, what do you think? He's like, I want that as the main cover for issue 1. What?
Wow.
No, this was just a fun thing. Like, no, I love it. We're gonna do a few tweaks on it. I want to change the girl on the bottom, the main little character there. I want a different pose for her because I think it'll fit her. It's like it's still his sandbox, and it's at that point it's a professional thing. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, so we did that as a cover, and I just again, he is great to work with. He's not an ego at all. It's here are my ideas, and if he will listen to any idea you come up with. Sometimes it's his baby, it's his sandbox, and he'll say, "No, that's this my vision for it." I'm like, okay, and I go because it's a job. But for the most part, I'll come and say, hey, how about this? How does this work? He's like, that's a great idea. Go with it. I love how you changed the script here, or not script, but change the layout or change these panels. And it was great. And back to the pineapple thing. I love playing D&D. I've been playing D&D for more years than I care to admit to. I'm playing playing 5th edition. I'm playing a Barbarian.
Nice.
Basically based off of Andrew WK. Because I'm a
cool.
huge Andrew WK fan.
Party hard.
Oh God, I go to his live show if you never have been. I was in the pit for the last one. We went to Portland last time. He was on tour. Got body slam to the face up through the whole thing, and loved his show. Sang to the mic twice, screwed up both times. Don't care. Loved his show.
Loved it.
But so I played every time before I play. I'm trying to find healthy snacks.
Yeah.
So therefore, instead of like, oh, here's a sleeve of cookies, or here's a whole bag of chips, here's a big thing of pineapple here. And so I like D&D time. So it became like a running gag with me every time I'm about to play D&D on my social media. It's here's a thing of here's my pineapple. And I'll eat a whole pineapple for a session.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
Well, so that's where the pineapple thing came from.
Thank you so much for joining us, Tony. It's been a fantastic insight into all the books you've been involved.
Thank you.
Do you have a quick few more minutes for a little game that I've made called "Whose Knees Are These?" This is a Comic Airwaves famous game. I have gone and scoured through all of your books, and I've picked out five sets of knees from characters that you've drawn, and it's up to you to tell us who the characters are.
I'm going to do it, but I'm going to fail miserably because I'm horrible at the names of my own characters.
Okay,
because it's one thing. Oh no, I'm. You know what? I'm okay with failing. It's it's not that anxiety. Oh no, I'm going to fail. It's like, you know what? It's okay to fail. I'm still going to try my best.
Nice. Okay,
let's go for it.
Okay, great. But I do have the request to do the jingle. If you're not hear the jingle, here it is. It's a wonderful masterpiece that I sing myself. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whose knees are these? Whose knees are these? Can you guess whose these knees are, please? Are these your knees? Are these her knees? Are these his knees? Whose knees are these? Can you guess the knees? Tell me the knees. Can you tell me whose knees are these?
Tony, don't encourage him. Don't encourage him, please.
Too late. I'm only here once. You're here the whole time.
Okay, so here
Oh.
we go. Number one, I've hopefully
Ah, the-
left it nice and easy for you.
The nice Burt
Tony,
Reynolds pose.
whose
Yes, that's
knees are these?
that's a Kratos knees from the right after the
That
game.
is Kratos knees. Anyone in the comments, if you want to join in, do give us your answers. But you've said Kratos, and the answer is it is Kratos. These knees be Kratos's from God of War, Fallen God. Well done. 1 point. 1 point for you so far. Out of a whopping 5.
One
Are you
and
ready
done.
for the next one?
Hit me.
Okay. Whose knees are these? I put a red
Oh,
box around them.
that's Deckard from Do I Dream Electric Sheep, and if you got 30 minutes or 30 seconds, I got a story about those knees and when we're finished.
Okay, great. Yes, you were right. I wrote Rick. That's the wrong name. So sorry.
No, it's right.
It is right. Okay, great. So were you wrong?
No, it's Deckard. It's the main character.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
First,
There we
no,
go.
I'm just happy I'm 2 out of 5 so far. So we're
2
good.
out of 5 so far. Okay. Next up. Whose knees are these?
That is the bassist from this damn band, and I don't remember his name.
Ooh. Are you sure? Do you want to hazard a
positive.
guess?
Nope.
No. Okay. Right.
I know better. It's
These knees be Alex Lodge's knees from this damn band. I'll give
He's
you
an
half a
electric-
point.
Yeah, the electric bassist. Who, yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. Okay. So you're on 2.5 points.
No
'cause you
worries.
guessed
No, we'll keep it at 2. I want to be honest about it. I didn't get the name.
Okay.
So let's
Okay,
keep it
okay.
down at 2.
All right, we'll keep it honest. Okay, 4th one. Whose knees are these?
Oh, that's Titanosaurus.
You've nailed it in 1. That is Titanosaurus from Godzilla Legends.
Going
3
through
out of 5.
Seattle. Thank you,
'Cause
Google Maps.
that was that the only Godzilla Legends book you drew? Yeah. This I had a quick. I haven't read it. I had a quick flick through, and it looks awesome.
No
I might
worries.
actually
Yeah.
go back to the series and.
It was fun. It was mostly people talking, but I love being able to draw the kaiju.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It's a very epic picture there.
Thank
Okay,
you.
are you ready for the final one?
Yep.
Tony, whose knees are these? Ooh.
Ooh, we've got him. He's stumped.
You've got me stumped. You've got me stumped on this one.
You're right, Andy. I did. My bad. Rick Deckard. Yeah, I know. Thanks. Whose knees are these?
I do not know.
Do you want a hint?
Nope. Just hit me with it.
Just hit you with it. Okay,
Yeah.
these knees be Brooks from Mass Effect Foundation.
There's a reason why. It's because it's not my art.
What? Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was. You were involved with that series though, weren't
I
you?
was. I did 11 of the issues. That's just not one of my issues.
Oh, you just didn't do that issue.
I just didn't do that. It's okay with a series. Sometimes it doesn't list it at the beginning of each of the trades. But yeah, that's not my art.
Oh well, I'm very sorry. Well, I'll
That's
give
3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 then.
Yeah,
But-
3 out of 4.
No, we're good.
That's great, Tony. Thank you very much for playing Whose Knees Are These and humoring me and headbanging to my jingle.
Happy to help. No, it's
Thank you very much.
totally cool. Yeah.
Before you go, is there anything else you want to say?
No, I was going to tell the story, but I realized that's like a 3 minutes. Do you have time for that little 30-second story about androids?
Go on. Yeah.
Okay. What happened was Boom contacted me and said, "Hey, I want to try for your book. Can you draw these 3 pages?" Okay, so I'll do the tryout. So I draw them, fail. It's like fix this. I go through 5 rounds of this. Like, okay, you got the book? Yeah, I've got a job. Like, okay, now send me the script. Okay, here's the script for the rest of the issue. The tryout pages were the first 3 pages of the series. So that was usually a tryout page is something different. Then they gave you the script, and this was nope, we're going in straight into it. So those were the tryout pages. And for me, that's very uncommon in comics. So, but that was actually a quick story. But no, I've got no work beyond that. We're good. I've already mentioned the book, the God of War, Essentia, The Doors, Castle Greyhelm, books I can't talk about. I didn't talk about. You can follow me on social media at Tony Parker Art 1 on Instagram because someone else beat me to it because it's a common name. No, he got there before I did. He earned it.
That's fine.
Beyond that, it's Tony Parker Art on Twitter and Facebook as well. You get all my original art is available solely through tdart.com or Tatiana Dykes, but TD Art, you can find usually I link to it through my social media.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that I'll be at appearances sometime in the future.
Perfect.
Well, hopefully December or January when things finally don't get as crazy over here in the States because we were run by idiots.
Yeah.
So,
We won't talk about that. But yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much for joining. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I hope we can speak again in the future.
absolutely. Thank you so much for having me here. I had
Okay.
an absolutely wonderful time.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Nice to see you,
Thank
Tony.
you.
Thanks.
Great seeing you as
Bye.
well.
Bye.
Bye.
I feel
Guys-
shame because I don't know who Andrew WK is. Who is
He's
Andrew WK?
it's a band. It's a band. I know the song Party Hard. I know the song Party Hard, and I do like it, but I don't know if it's a one man or if it's a band. But yeah, that's great. But yeah, thanks so much for Tony for joining in there. But we are pressed for time now, and we do have to move on. We've got one more part of the answer coming up, and we will get onto that right away. So here we go.
And our last question is for everybody, because we're going to do this for our friends out in Nerd Herd across the pond. These are guys that are in UK and in Ireland. And I'm going to start with you, Matt. What is your kryptonite? Could be anything. For anything in your life.
Oh, anything? Okay, I'll start a list. Donuts, coffee.
Yeah.
Although coffee's not kryptonite because it only makes me stronger, but donuts definitely makes me fatter. Yeah, those are the big two.
All right, how about you, Steve?
It's got to be desserts, cheesecake to say the least. Oh my God, just you got to have cheesecake. I would say
cheesecake sometime.
Oh please, JR, I will be indebted to you forever.
That's it. Your turn.
Oh man, a girl with a nice ass.
There you go.
Someone who's gonna
sorry,
say it,
someone
right?
had to do it, Matt. I'm sorry.
I know. Just be honest. It is kind of.
I'm being honest. That and obviously food. I mean, get in the belly.
Sith, how about you, Sith?
I'd say this.
You
know
already
what's
have
going
the
down.
The
I already
COVID care
know.
package.
That's
Bro,
right.
like you have that right by you, like it's not refrigerated. It's just sitting there.
We're YouTubers, bro, and after you have like the first 2 or 3, it don't matter if it's hot or cold. It's going down.
Steve is famous for popping his ultra lights on
Yeah.
camera.
Well,
you know,
if you're gonna do a 7-hour YouTube stream, I don't want to be drinking Guinness because I will be doing who knows what in the 3rd, 4th hour. That baby Yoda is gonna be going crazy. So we gotta keep it under control,
Definitely.
all right, your turn, Alonzo.
My kryptonite, it's just like Steve's up there. It's dessert, and sometimes like I would actually order, be at a restaurant, I would order dessert first, just to make sure that I would eat it, I would have it, and
he
that
has
way,
his time.
if I'm full, I can take the entree home with me.
Nice.
You know, you don't want melted ice cream or like warm cake, right?
Yeah, it's not the way.
Right, exactly.
There you
So
go,
it's
man.
got to be dessert.
And I guess it's my turn. My kryptonite is my wife because she's the only one that can make me cry, man. Yeah, I'm a hard head, man, and like she's the only one that's be like, she'll give me that look, and I'm like, oh shit.
She hops in the YouTube chats, man. I see it.
Yeah, she does, man. I love you. How about you, Nick?
Oh man, I gotta say, I don't know. I told you guys know my story. I've been card shop kid my whole life. It's got to be collecting, man. I collect everything from coins to the comics. The only thing I never got into is action figures. Thank God, because I see what it did to Rob.
Yeah,
see,
man.
look at
Stay away.
I haven't even showed you, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, but I got a little baby Yoda here somewhere. But and then that, and my new thing is tea. I probably drink like 10 cups of green tea a day now. That's just
perfect.
I switched from coffee to tea, and
at least that's healthy.
It's supposed to be healthy, but it's all I drink.
Depends on how much sugar he puts in it.
Yeah, that's
no
perfect.
sugar, just salt green tea.
All right, Rob, your turn, bro.
Besides collecting, obviously, Coke, soda. It's such bad for you, but I love it.
Thanks
for the clarification.
You were about to.
Lines, right?
Yeah. That's you, bro.
Yeah,
and-
obviously that's me with this belly.
Yeah.
And that's our kryptonite for the cats over at Nerd Herd, man. We appreciate you guys inviting us into this.
And there we go. Nice little, I say a nice long little answer there from Team Nerd Herd over in America. Thanks a lot, guys. And myself and Phil will be joining them on the 10th of April for the mail call videos that they do. So keep an eye out for that, guys. It's really great, Matt. May I'm flying high a bit from that. That was awesome. That was a really good chat.
Such a cool fella. But whenever was it Andrew WK talking about this great band, he enjoyed your jingle. So I had to question his taste in music. I'm sorry.
Whoa,
I'm sorry,
mate. My jingle is awesome, and
for some
so
people,
is
sure.
Sandra's. Yeah, all right, whatever. Take some, you lose some. Tottenham Gaming coming in. He has said Rockstar Energy drink is his kryptonite. It makes me tired faster. I'm not sure how that works. I think he may be drinking it wrong. Donna Comics. Nice of him to stick around for so long. Good get there. Good guess there, guys. Maybe.
We got him.
Oh yeah, good get. I get it. Okay, Perpetual Comics, top guest, top work, lads. Fire episode. Thank you so much. That was really good. Comic Bound there. That was super fun. Tony was a great guest. Yes, he was.
Lovely fella. Yeah.
Our first guest, and he was great. Loved it. Thank you very much. Okay, it's time for the giveaway. Who is ready for the giveaway? Phil, are you ready for the giveaway?
Yeah, I'm in it, aren't I? Please be in it.
You know you're not in it.
Mm.
You didn't enter. If you entered right, so hopefully the person who wins is in this chat. If not, oh my god, what's going on? Phil, can you see me? There we go. All right, we're here.
Yeah,
okay, so here are all the people that entered. It's got their name and the number of the package they have asked to win. So number 1, 2, 3, or 4. We've got number 1, a capsule from Krypton. Number 2, Wayne's World. Number 3, a force to be reckoned with. Number 4, Clown Princess of Crime. And number 5, Sign In to the Hell House. So, Phil, are you ready? Shall we spin the wheel? 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck. Oh my god, and the winner is Sam Taylor with the package number 5, Sign In to the Hell House.
Nice.
Well done, Sam. You have won that. I think he's still in the chat. Sam, message us if you're in the chat and let me know if you want me to open this for you and show you what you got, or I can just keep it sealed and you can just see for yourself when you get it. But yes, well done for that. Well done, Sam. You are the winner of that, and I will send that to you. I'll get in contact with you, and I will send that to you in the next week. Well done. Firehawk says he wants to see a lot of people congratulating him. Way to go. Sam, congrats. Congrats, Sam. Congrats, Sam. Everyone, well done, Sam. Firehawk, you can't see. It's not your prize to see. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm such an old man. I did not know what WTG meant until you said there. Way to go.
Way to go. Okay, that's a lot better than the Hell House escape room. Yeah, he did an escape room the other day online and he failed miserably. But he wants me to open it up to show him what he got. Like, listen, okay, this is a good one, all right? So you've got four books, all right? In there is, okay, this is the main, I'll show that last. I'll show the main one last, okay? Okay, number 1. True Believers, number 1, Thanos Rising.
He loves them True Believer books.
Yeah, he does. So there we go. That's that one. You've got Lone Wolf 2100, issue 1. And Giants, issue 1 from Dark Horse. Okay. Yes. And the final one, this should be the money spinner. This should get you a few bucks, hopefully. It is the Humble Bundle variant, and signed by the writer of Diablo House. Nice. His signature's in there. I think it's either on the first page or the last page or the back page. But yeah, his signature is there. So well done, Sam, on winning that. Message me later and I'll get your address and we'll send that out to you very soon in the week. So well done. What's up? Okay, yes. So for the next giveaway to be activated, this video needs 40 likes between now and when the next video comes out. So when episode 4 comes out, which is the 24th of April, we need this video to have 40 likes before then. It says, wow, very nice. Oh, is it going to show up? There we go. Wow, very nice. You're welcome, mate. there for you. So yeah, so 40 likes for this video to be able to activate the quiz, the giveaway for the next episode. So you can either get one of those 4 now. There's 4 left, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and I'll put that on Instagram when the giveaway is activated. But now we've got a brand new feature that we've kept hidden from you all, and it is a nice little one. But first, to announce it all, is our good friend, producer Welsh Liam.
Hello, everyone. I'm producer Liam, and I just wanted to take this moment to thank you all for the support you've given the show and the support you've shown to Scott, Phil, and myself. We're over the moon with how the show is going, and we are very excited for its future. We will be losing the answer segment, but we are replacing it with a Scott versus Phil head-to-head segment. I am very excited for this, as it's going to be community driven. So we want you guys to drop your suggestions to me. And as far as I'm concerned, the funnier, the better. There will be 2 methods for you to get your suggestions to me. The first one will be in the live chat. All I ask is that you start your comment with task in all caps. So that's TASK in all caps, followed by your suggestion. That'll just make it easier for me to filter through your suggestions. Option 2 will be dropping me a private message on Instagram. My username is the Funky Gibbons if you don't already follow me. I'll get that put up on the screen as well, just to make it a little bit easier. So to get us started, I do have a challenge for Scott and Phil today. It's a little game I have called Background Buckaroo. The rules are very simple. Throughout the show, you must make addition to your background during any and all pre-recorded or off-camera segments. The additions must be noticeable, but you cannot draw attention to yours or your opponent's background. Doing so will result in disqualification. The person whose additions get noticed the most by the chat loses. In the event of a tie, the victor will be the person who's gone with the most ambitious additions. And that's all from me. Good luck, Scott and Phil, on today's challenge. And remember, everyone, drop your suggestions in the chats or on my Instagram. And that's everything. Bye.
There we go. So that is the little Scott versus Phil that we have been doing this entire episode, and hope you guys haven't been noticing. But yeah, we've also, you know, as we do with we like our production value, we've just designed just a little tiny thing. Scotty versus Phil. So that's what it is. But we are going to bring in now producer Welsh Liam, to say hi. Oh,
you're on mute, buddy.
You're on mute. A lovely guest.
Hello.
What a lovely mug you've got there.
Oh, it is lovely, isn't it?
It is lovely.
And that's a nice cup too.
welcome to Comic Airwaves. How are you doing? I know this is most partly your show as well. So
good.
Yes, good man. So how have we done on Scott versus Phil?
I am concerned because there's only been one mention that I've seen, and I will need Andy to confirm whether he noticed Phil had added them. But it was Phil's mustard pillows or cushions.
Yes,
it was just a. I seen that. I was like, that doesn't count, because he was complimenting my room. He knows I'm doing the room up. He was just like, that's a really nice room. It's come together. I love a mustard pillow, is what he said. It's not like, where did that pillow come from? So I'll go and test that.
Andy, if you could just let us know if you noticed Phil had added them, or were they already there when you joined? Then
that is tough. Were they already there when he joined? I don't think they were, unfortunately. But I'm really hoping I got the win for this. But yeah,
I'm a
I
sword.
will say that
while we're waiting, go on.
I will say that the result hinges on Andy's comment. Yeah.
Wow. So okay, well we'll see there. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, then last chance now for anyone to play the game, higher or lower. Please make sure to start your message with game and tell us what the best thing to eat on toast is. We've got 3 entries so far, so if you want a chance, do join in. So we have an answer. Perpetual Comics. I noticed eyes like a hawk. Me.
So that means Phil is the loser. Which is.
One 0, baby.
I will say I am a sore loser. I am bitter, but like I have this guy right front and center of the screen.
If it wasn't for Andy noticing, that figure would have won at you.
I put a cap on my head. I put the blanket on my chair. I put 2 pillows. I put the other blanket. I put the 2 pictures up. 2 pictures. All the
I can't believe people didn't notice the mount.
Yeah, your pod was just building, and literally nobody said anything.
Yes, so great. So Andy, you're not sure what he's done. He's just made me a winner. He's made me a winner. So thank you very much, Andy. So for anyone who wants to get a task in, obviously this is a community show, so this is up to you. So do make sure to either start a comment with task, which we have one already from the noob task, the quickest eat a Magnum ice cream. I think that'll be really fun. So we can write that down, and Lee will be the ultimate decider of what task we do and when, and yeah. So you can either message him on Instagram at the Funky Gibbons, or put it in this chat right now, and he'll note that down. But yeah, Lee, is there anything else?
I think that's everything.
Great. Okay,
Yeah,
so we're going to move on
to message me.
Perfect. Yes. So we're going to move on now to the entries. For the game. So Phil, we've got 3 people who've entered to play the game, higher or lower. So I think I know which one I'm going to go for. Okay, so we got Beth. She says the best thing on toast is Marmite. Okay. Shane, the best thing on toast is Nutella. Or Sam, the best thing on toast is cheese, beans, sausage, egg, and bacon.
Oh, that's kind of what I had today, almost.
I am going for Sam. That is
Yeah.
a wonderful, fantastic choice.
Yeah, unanimous on Sam.
Yes. Okay, great. I will get the link. Sam, if you were there, please be there still. Please join in. And you can, I've sent the link into the chat now, and you can play our game higher or lower. And then that'll be it for the show. We'll do the community schedule after that, and we will, we will conclude
Just
the show
remember,
after that.
It is just. Sorry, it's going to remind Sam. It's just
no.
audio.
Here I am. Yeah, it's just audio. We've got another one there. So task, live action. Whose knees are these? With the comic characters sharing pictures, comic community, sharing pictures of their actual knees.
That'd be fun, actually.
So
What
this is
if we
to,
get a particularly well endowed individual and they're showing their knees? I don't think that's appropriate.
I'll just have to
There
tuck
we go.
it.
Am I back?
Tuck it in.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but you are frozen.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you can, here we go. Okay, so yeah, so that was quite that was a good task there. That would be fun. So Liam can add that one to the pile. And yeah, so we're just waiting around now for Sam to jump into the chat so we can play higher or lower. Okay, here he is. He's joining in on camera. Sam, how you doing?
No.
Hello everyone. Good evening.
How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, good. Thank you. How are you all?
I don't know if it's my internet or is it like.
Hey, Sam's here perfectly in full HD. It must be you, Scott.
Sorry, guys. Okay. Are we
It's
okay?
fine
Yes.
for me.
Right. Internet is fine. Right. We are here. Okay. Sam, you're going to play higher or lower. You're not going to win any more prizes for this. Because you've already won enough.
Just here for the fun.
How do you feel about those books? Are you happy with them?
It was good. Yeah, it's a nice little bundle there. I always enjoy a couple of first issues, particularly because you find new books that you haven't seen before. It's nice to give them a read
great,
and then carry on.
Yeah.
And
They're
you
all
can't beat
first
a
issue.
good book.
Great. Well, you are welcome. And okay, we are ready to go and play the game now. Okay, so higher or lower. Okay, let me just full screen that there so you can't see the answers. Okay, so this is a game where you need to guess if the book is worth a higher value or a lower value. Okay, and Perpetual Comics loves the matching mustard jumper with Phil's cushions that lost him the game. Okay, so the rules are simple: look at the book, look at its value, and then look at the next book and see if the value is higher or lower than the last one. Okay, is that easy? Does that sound okay? Right. So the first book, Hawkman issue 4, like we spoke about earlier, first appearance of Zatanna, came in at $1,700. That's how much it's worth. Okay. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Teen Titans issue 43, the first appearance of Enigma, Riddler's daughter. Do you think that this is valued higher or lower than Hawkman issue 4?
I would go with lower than Hawkman 4.
I'm going
I
to go with
feel
lower.
like Hawkman 4 is a good investment long term. It's got some that's behind
Okay.
it.
Okay, is it higher or lower? Dawn of Comics thinks this is lower as well, and you were right. It's worth $5. Okay,
Shane
nailed
probably
that
has
one.
about 6 of them.
Yeah, probably all the variants and 8 copies of them all. Okay, next. So right, that was $5. Daredevil issue 9, the first appearance of Echo. Is that higher or lower?
I'd go with higher.
You think higher? Higher than 5? It's. Are you sure?
I think so. I've heard some things going around Instagram about Echo. I don't know if
Okay.
it's just speculation or not.
All right. Final answer is $150. You are correct. It is higher. We got Beth coming in with their higher. Shane also saying higher as well. Well done. Everyone's right. The noob, he said lower. Unlucky. Next up. So that's $150. Invincible issue 1, the first appearance of Invincible and about 1 million other characters.
Sam's the right man for this.
He is. He is. Is this? Hey, Ian, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Sam, is that higher or lower than $150?
I'm going to go with higher. It's just come out this week on Amazon. It was good.
Okay. This is higher, coming in at $600. It's quite a good one. These are all at high grades, by the way. If you just got like a 2 grade, it's not going to go over 600. Okay, so $600. Wolverine Limited Series issue 1, the first solo Wolverine title. Is this higher or lower than $600?
Go with lower. I know it's quite valuable, but I'm not sure it's 600.
Okay, all right. Phil, what do you think?
I think lower, just.
Okay, you think lower. I think. Right, everyone there? Everyone
Yes,
here? Yeah, cool.
yes, yeah,
okay,
yeah, I'm good.
this is lower. It's $100.
Surprise.
So well done. You got one more to get a clean sweep. Okay, so $100. Brave and the Bold issue 28. Is it higher or lower? The first appearance of the Justice League of America and the first appearance of Starro the Conqueror. Is this higher or lower?
I think, considering the Justice League's just come out, and I think there was a Easter egg with this in it, I'm going to go with higher.
You think higher? How much higher do you think?
Not too much. I'd say probably 50, 100, potentially more.
Okay, so you think this is either $50 or $100 more. This comes in at way higher. Come on, $74,000. This is a high grade. You could get this for $74,000. But yeah, Sam, congratulations. You've got them all right. How do you feel?
Yeah, that was really good. No, I enjoyed that.
Oh, we've lost Scott.
I'm back again.
Oh.
Sam, I'm so sorry. My internet. Am I back? Am I back? Guys?
Yes, we're here.
Great. Guys, Sam, you've won. How do you feel?
Yeah, no, really happy with that. That was a nice little quiz. I enjoyed that.
Great. You've won absolutely nothing. What are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
Make me train harder next week.
Don't hurt me on the PT, please.
Someone's doing more burpees next week.
Thank you very much, Sam. Thank you very much for joining in on that little game there. Well done. Yeah. Congratulations. I will send your prizes out to you very soon. Thank you for joining us, and I will speak to you soon.
Cheers.
Bye, mate.
Bye. What a nice chat.
He's a lovely boy, isn't he? Right. It is now time for the final thing. It is the community schedule. This show's gone a lot longer than I planned. Phil, are we ready to read these out?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay, let's go. Okay, coming in at 12 p.m. on Monday, we got top comic releases with Geeky Guy Comics.
No scheduled time. The Retro Cave Comics with anime reviews and reactions.
Tuesday at 5 EST, Whack Comics Live with the best boys, Whack Comics.
And 6 p.m. it's my man Alan, my local comic book store, Coffin Heroes show, Coffin Heroes.
Also at 6 p.m, Hydra Collectibles Weekly Show with Hydra Collectibles.
And 7 p.m. GMT, key comics of the week at Not Quite Mint.
Wednesday at 8 p.m, we got the monthly Omnibus Haul with Philip himself.
I know, I'm making a comeback. And then 9:30 that night, GMT, it's my pick of the week. It's Batman Court of Owls, the Nerd Herd Comic Book Club.
Can't wait for that one. On Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, we got the mail call with Team Nerd Herd.
And can the Killer Comic Book Show get a better guest than last week? Katana Collins was last week. This week, 9 p.m, GMT, Geeky Guy Comics.
On Friday, 8 p.m, we've got Phil again, the vlog episode 3 with Phil's Nerdyverse.
2 for 1, you guys are spoiled. 10 p.m. that night, EST, Friday Night Comic Lounge, the Comics Lounge.
And at Saturday, 7 p.m. EST, we've got Claim, Sale, Quiz, and War with Marvelous Comics.
Lee brings us 2000 AD Prog Review, the Retro Cave Comics.
And at 7 p.m. Pacific time, we got Top Picks with Team Nerd Herd.
9 p.m. EST at Week's End with Legion of Comics.
And there we go. That is the community schedule. Thank you for everyone who's been involved in this episode. It's been really, really fun. It's been fantastic having Tony on. Phil, how do you feel after this whole thing?
Yeah, best one yet.
I agree. It's been fantastic. Lee, producer Liam, what do you think?
It has been a great episode. It's nice to make an appearance.
Finally.
I've got a face.
Actually, can I retract my comment? It's not the best. It's the worst one because I did not win the challenge. Even though I clearly put more effort into it. Well, your face is pretty. That's
better luck next time. Better luck next time, Phil. No hard feelings, I'm sure. But great. Thank you everyone so much for joining. This is the end of Comic Airwaves. For everyone who's joined in the answer, everyone who's joined in the games and commenting and getting involved. It's all been fantastic. Don't forget, this show is for you and it's all yours and you can call the shots. So don't forget to get involved. Asking your questions with Auntie Phil, and do make sure to give a task into Liam to get me and Phil to go head to head, doing some potentially crazy stuff, but hopefully not too crazy. The next episode will be up on April 24th, so do keep an eye out on my channel and set the reminder. Give it a like so I know that you're coming and want to get involved. And that is it from me, Phil. Anything from you? No.
Just thanks very much, everyone, and loved it. Loved the engagement.
Perfect. Thanks everyone for coming. We will see you in a month. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.